Good morning, everyone. My name is Julie. I am the owner and founder of Lady Fayalte. You are either watching this on, sorry, I just realized my necklaces are all mixed. You are either watching this on my Facebook group or my YouTube channel, which are both called Lady Fayalte's Light Healing. Today we're going to talk a little bit just about some simple terms that you're probably going to start to hear over the next, well, they're probably terms you could hear on a regular basis, but they're going to come up a lot over the next few months during autumn and fall and the thinning of the veil and shadow season, and some of those are the terms. And there was just a couple that I just wanted to clarify. It's not going to be a super long video today, I don't think. Sometimes I get talking and it might end up being that way, but we're on my new schedule, so I know it was hard for everybody to get on live because I was so early, and now I'm even earlier because my hours at work changed. But I'm going to go ahead and pop on and invite everybody, and then we'll go ahead and get started here. But yeah, it's not going to be super long today. The other thing that I saw is sorry, antivirus just popped up. And I haven't used it yet, but one of the things that I saw was the watch party. And so I noticed another group that I'm in, she did a video, and it was the same thing. She did it kind of early in the morning. She was a mom, and so she was doing it super early. And what she did is she actually went in, and later on in the afternoon, she did a watch party, and she was on there. So it wasn't her live, but she was on there. So if people had questions and stuff, she was on there watching with everybody to answer. So if anybody's watching this video and has any comments on that, I'd love to know if that's something, because I can record these and certainly do a watch party, like even in the evening or something, and be online with everybody to answer questions. It's just in the evening I can do that. I can sit here and watch and be online to answer questions, where to actually try to do the video in the evening when, my husband's home and stuff. Like I said, I love him to death, but I get too easily distracted. And so when he's home, it's very hard for me to just concentrate on the video. That is not any fault of his. That is my own issue. He just happens to be one of the distractions in the house, so it needs to be a little bit quieter and not much going on with me, around me, because I get distracted even when there's nobody around. So sometimes I get off topic and things like that. So like I said, but yeah, so I noticed that because I always kind of wondered what that watch party was for. And I just figured it was like people sharing videos that they thought were cool, and never really thought of it as a way to, maybe in the evening, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, whatever time people thought was better. And I could certainly do a poll for that if that was anything anybody was interested in putting in for a time. And I could sit and watch live with you guys and answer questions that way. So something to think about. Now that antivirus is up again, I'm so sorry. Things keep popping up on my screen. All right, so we've got people invited. I'm not really expecting anybody to hop on here or anything, but we're gonna just go ahead and smudge and get our candle lit. So I hope everybody had an awesome long weekend. I know not everybody gets the holidays off. I used to work at a hotel, so I know firsthand that you don't, certain occupations, you do not get holidays off. So if you didn't get the holiday off, I hope you at least had a little bit of time this weekend to yourself to do something fun, do something with your family. My space here is a mess. I've been so busy, and I've not had a chance to do much of anything for cleaning in my own space here. And I need to. I did some housework this weekend, which was much needed. I was actually kind of glad that it rained yesterday, because it gave me a chance to stay home and do some much needed housework. But unfortunately, this space was not in that housework. My bathroom needed cleaning, and I tore all my bed apart. Morning, Cindy. Thanks for popping on. I'm just going to pull a card here real quick. And so last week we pulled pink agate. So we're going to go ahead and put that back in. And not pulling for anybody particular, just like to, pull a card each week. So we have a crystal that we can kind of learn a little bit about. And that's the one that wants to come play with us today. All right, so what did we pull? All right, so we pulled Unakite Jasper. And I think I have one of those around here somewhere, but I don't know where. Like I said, I need to spend some time in the next few days on this space. Usually I put new stuff here to show you guys before I put it away. And let me just tell you, I have a whole box of stuff. I kind of went on a shopping spree. So I have a whole bunch of stuff here to show you guys. And yeah, it's a mess. I got stuff everywhere. But anyway, told you, easily distracted. All right, so Unakite Jasper. This is for self-love, balance, and integration. And it is goes with your heart chakra. So Unakite Jasper is the stone of divine feminine grace and self-love. It helps you remember to treat yourself with loving care. You have pulled this card because you need a renewal of your patience and perseverance, and to treat yourself with loving kindness. Meditate with Unakite Jasper to heal your heart, integrate your emotions, and find unconditional love for yourself. So I will get a picture of that and get it up on the group for you. All right, so didn't light a candle. Actually, so again, I haven't had time, so I'm going to put last month's candle away and get this month's candle out. So this is for balance. I always love the artwork on the candles. So we're going to put that there and get that lit for this morning. My candle for last month, I really used quite a bit of it. It really smelled really. The candles are kind of expensive. Now I can't get the cover off. They usually come this size, the bigger candle. They're usually about $25, but I tell you, they smell amazing. So if you want to treat yourself to something, there's about 1 million different candles you can pick from on the website. All right, so again, like I said, this is a new schedule for me today. So I'm a little off track and a little flustered. It might take me a couple of times to get down the timing for everything. I really wanted to be here live at about 7:15, and I didn't get here till about 7:30. See my new cup? Isn't it cool? So another sidetrack. So this weekend there is a shop here or not here, but about half an hour away from me. It's actually farther north, closer to Canada, that I had no idea was there. And they only sell wholesale, and they don't do so much as the crystals, but they do like the incense, banners, singing bowls, like all the other stuff that kind of goes along with it. And they had it opened to the public for, well, it was one day. It was 2 days, but it was only in the morning. So from like 9 to 12, they had it open, and you could go up as a retail person and buy at the wholesale pricing. Actually, I think a lot of the stuff I got was less than wholesale pricing because some of the prices were amazing. So I bought a whole bunch of stuff, and I put some of the bigger things that I bought on the group already for sale. I didn't want to put everything on there because then they're just going to kind of get lost in the posts. But I did put some of the bigger items on there, and I'll have to figure out a way to put the rest of the stuff on there. I didn't know if I would put it in a photo album. I'm not really sure how that's going to look yet, but I did put them up there. Hopefully they'll sell pretty quick and it won't be an issue. And when stuff sells, I'll just put some more stuff on, but I didn't want to put everything on there because it was going to overload it. But I did put on some selenite generators. I put on some goddess statues, figurines. I had a couple of lepidolite bracelets. I did keep one for myself. It is hiding under there. This one right here. I did keep one for myself. So I kept a lepidolite bracelet. I have a bunch of little ravens that I put up there for sale. I don't know, you have to scroll down and see. There was a selenite incense burner. Like I said, I put some of the bigger things on there for sale, and we'll go from there because I have a bunch of little stuff too. I have a bunch of pendulums. I have some candle holders, some things like that, but I didn't want to just overload the posts because, like I said, they're just going to kind of get lost, and they're just going to be so far down that you guys probably won't see them. So, but anyway, for today, I picked a very short topic. Again, it wasn't really what I had planned for today, but you know, gotta just go with the flow, I guess. So today was just a little terminology, I guess. I don't really know what else to call it, but so we talked last week about the thinning of the veil and what that means, and you know, we talked about some things like that. And so I didn't want to get too much into it because I didn't want to kind of jump the gun. But now we're actually in September, and we're getting very close. Over the next few months. Hi, Tara. Hi, before I head into work. I know it's super early. I was just talking about, I noticed another group that I'm in, the lady that does that group, and she does her videos. She goes live really, really early too, because she's like a working mom, and so she has to do her videos early. But what she did was later on in the day, she did a watch party, and she was on with them while they were watching the video, so that if anybody had any questions or comments or something, she was there to answer them right at that time. So I was wondering maybe if that's something we should try to figure out, maybe a good time to do like a watch party. So maybe that's something we could do. I'll record the videos in the morning, and they'll certainly still be there for anybody to watch. But maybe we could do like a watch party in the evening if that works for people. thumbs up, thumbs down, yes, no, maybe, I don't know. But today we're going to just talk about a little bit of terminology because, like I said, it is the first video of changing the time for my video, and I'm a little off kilter and not really prepared because, like I said, I had planned on being here at 7:15 and I didn't get on closer till like 7:30. So the topic I wanted to talk about today is not what we're going to talk about. So I just wanted to do a quick little thing on some terminology that, again, might be coming up. I get reminded on a daily basis when I talk about things, and I get people give me that glazed over look like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, okay, rewind, go back a little, start with the basics. So I'm new and I'm still learning, and but sometimes I forget that have an awesome day, love you. Sometimes I forget that people don't know even what I know, which isn't much. So I have to remind myself to kind of go back and rewind and start with some basics. So some of the basic terminology that I just wanted to go over for today. There are a lot, and I've talked about this in other videos and stuff, that the way words have come to kind of mean something different than what they're really supposed to mean. People use them in ways that aren't really what they were intended for, things of that sort. So I just wanted to take a minute and kind of go over a couple of quick terminologies for you, and then I'm just going to have to sign off because in about 15 to 20 minutes I have to go to work. If I have time to show you a couple of things, I will, because like I said, I did a really short one because I knew I wasn't going to have time to do what I wanted to do, which was going to be a little bit longer. So I picked 3 because I love the number 3, and seems to be what I always pick is 3. So the word soul, a lot of people get, all these different things kind of confused and stuff. And again, this is my opinion. This is my learning, what I've learned from my groups and from different things that I've read. And I'm not saying that I'm necessarily right or wrong, but these are just my understandings and my opinions on them, okay? So if you are somebody who goes by the Bible and the Bible is a different definition, that is perfectly fine if that's what resonates with you. Soul. So the what I'm referring to today is your soul. So there's a couple of things when people talk about for yourself, how it can get a little confusing with different things. So your soul is the things that bring you joy. So my advice is to kind of over the next, week or so, just kind of be aware of what's going on with yourself. And the little things that bring you joy, comfort, things that bring you a little bit of clarity, things that just make you like, you just kind of know. I know it's kind of a hard word, hard to describe, but just the things that make you feel kind of at peace. Like I said, things that bring you comfort, things that bring you joy, clarity, happiness, all those kind of things. That is your soul. When we refer to your soul, that is the being, the energy source within you that, again, kind of getting off track here a little bit, but in my opinion, your soul, your energy source, does not just disappear when we die. Energy can be transformed, but it doesn't just die. The energy just doesn't go away. So when our bodies die, I believe our soul, our energy source, goes on. Now, there's a ton of different opinions on how that happens and what happens and things like that sort. But my opinion is that we do have a place we go. I don't believe in necessarily heaven and hell. I believe it's one place that we go. And I believe, in my opinion, that if we don't get our work done here in this lifetime, that we will be coming back. I also believe, though, that we do have, as souls, we have options. Even if we got it right, we did everything we were supposed to do, we fulfilled our contract, and we moved on, we passed away. I believe that we do have the option to come back. And again, side note is I think right now we are seeing so many people stepping up and saying they're empaths or psychics or mediums. Not to say that there are not people out there that I think are faking it because it's kind of the hip, cool thing to do. But I do believe that right now our planet is kind of being, again, the word is kind of bad meaning, but I believe our planet is kind of being flooded with these souls, these energies, because our planet is in some desperate need. Our planet and human life is in some desperate need of some adjustments. And I believe that a lot of the souls, whether they were contracted to come back or not, have stepped forward and said, you know, we're going back. So, and I believe that's in myself. I believe that that's that I didn't need to come back, but I did because I wanted to be of some sort of assistance in whatever way I could. So, anyway, that's the core of your energy source. All the things that are happiness and joy and comfort and knowing, that is the energy source of your being, your soul. I hope that makes sense. Again, if not, post a comment, a question, and I will try to clear that up for you. So then the next word that I want to talk about is spirit, and how that differs a little bit from soul. So spirit is more of your higher self, your knowing, your intuition. So there's my phone saying it's time to go to work. Your spirit is your higher self, your knowing self. A lot of times during meditation or journey or quest, which we just talked about last week, we'll call in our higher selves, or our higher good spirit, and that is basically we're calling in ourselves, our knowing self, to kind of help us out here in our quest, or whatever the question may be, or whatever you're searching to release, or whatever the work you're doing is. A lot of times we'll call in higher self, and that is your spirit, and your more of your knowing and your intuition part of you. Again, it's kind of confusing, and it's kind of like there's not really like this is I have not found like this is what this means, and this is what this means, and this is what this means. I have kind of pieced this kind of together from different things that I've read. So the last one I'm going to talk about, and it's kind of the one that you may hear a lot. If you're not, I say you hear a lot, but I guess from these videos, if you watch videos like this, if you work with astrology, metaphysical things, crystals, lunar cycles, any of that stuff, these are terms that you will hear. You may not hear them in your everyday life, but you're certainly gonna, if you watch these videos, you're gonna hear these terms here as well. And so I want everybody to hopefully be as clear, all kinds of issues today, as clear as possible when I'm talking about things and what I'm referring to. Because if you don't know what I'm referring to, then what I'm telling you isn't going to probably make much sense. So the last one is shadow. So your shadow self. And this is the part where a lot of people get freaked out, and it's not evil, it's not possessed, it's not demonic, it's not anything like that. People think when you do shadow work that you're dealing with, evil spirits or Satan or demons, or I don't know what else things would be associated with that, but that's not what it refers to when we say shadow work. Shadow is a part of yourself. And again, it is not evil. It is not possessed. It doesn't worship Satan. It doesn't refer to anything like that. Your shadow self is basically the opposite of the soul. So your soul was all about comfort, happiness, joy, things of that sort, where your shadow self is more on fear and bias and judgment, guilt, things of that sort. So the things that we kind of like don't want to admit. We don't want to admit that we're jealous, or we don't want to admit that we're scared, things like that. So that's your shadow side of you. And, that is part of who we are. There's a couple of things that go into play there. Like I said, the soul is all about the comfort and the joy and stuff. And when your soul leaves your body, that is the part of your soul that stays with that energy source. That's the part of you that's going to stay the same. When we come into these bodies, we're given our shadow side. We're also given kind of like our ego. And those two kind of work hand in hand. And those are things that, keep us, part of it is things that keep us safe. We need to be afraid sometimes, we don't want to just be doing crazy things that are going to cause us injury. We don't want to be putting ourselves in dangerous situations all the time. So those things kind of have to come along with this, this body that we have. So it's not necessarily a bad thing to have ego or shadow. But there are also aspects of those things that can get a little overboard or a little crazy. Sometimes people have very irrational fears. A lot of us have fears that we don't know where they came from, and I think those are from past lives. But we do have a lot of other things that sometimes get a little bit out of control. Like, we do need to use judgment in our lives. We do need to have some sort of like, this is good and this is bad for me. Okay. We need to have like, this is safe and this is not safe, kind of things. But sometimes our judgment can go overboard and we use it in unhealthy ways. Same with, guilt. It's good to feel guilty if you've done something that you shouldn't have done, but sometimes guilt can take over and consume us. So those are just things in your shadow side that, they're there for a reason. They're there because we need them. We just need to keep them kind of in balance with the rest of our being. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. And I hope that maybe that helps as we go into the next few months of videos, that maybe that terminology will be helpful. If I talk about those things in a video, I'm sure I'll probably recap them for anybody that missed this video, but I'll also reference to go back and watch the video. So that was pretty much it for today. I don't think we have anything too much coming up for astrology. Sorry, again, I'm kind of out of sorts here with my stuff. But if I missed anything, I will certainly let you know if we have anything coming up. I've tried to get them scheduled in the group, so if there's anything coming up, I've put them in there and scheduled them out, so they'll just pop up on the correct days, which is great for you guys, but it's not great for me because I don't remember. Sometimes I schedule so many posts that I've kind of forgotten what I've got scheduled out there. Like, I think right now there's like 19 posts scheduled for out the month of September already. But when I do that, sometimes I forget what I've posted. But I will double check and see if there's anything going on. But I think between today and tomorrow, I'll be back live on Thursday. And so on Thursday, I will definitely have a better handle on what's going on for astrology for you. So I think that's pretty much it for today. Like I said, I bought a bunch of stuff. I've got these right here, so I'll just go over these real quick. I love the perfumes on Sage Goddess, and they can be a little bit expensive. The bottles range between usually $25 to sometimes up to $42 a bottle, depending on what is in them, which is a lot of money for perfume. They are made with essential oils, which is what makes them so expensive. But the other thing is, if I bought every perfume that I wanted to buy, I would never live long enough to wear that much perfume. As it is, my bathroom is kind of getting a little bit crazy with the bottles of perfume. So what I do like to do is I like to buy these. You can get 3 for $6. I just ordered 3 more because Athena just came out with some of the fall scents. So I ordered 3 more. But you get 3 of them, and they are full. You can't see it with the label, but they are filled right to the top. You can just barely see it there at the top. They are filled right to the top. And you get 3 of these for $6, and then whatever your coupon is. Like the ones I ordered yesterday, the code was for 19% off. So $6 and then 19% off that. So whatever that comes out to be. I did order a couple other things too, but this way I get to have the perfumes, and I don't have to live to be 1,000 to wear them all, and they don't take up a ton of space in my bathroom. So for me, this is like the best of like all of it. I get the perfume. It doesn't cost me a ton of money. It's not taking up a ton of space in my bathroom, and I'm not going to have all these bottles unused because I can't wear that much perfume in a lifetime. So let me just show you. The one I got here was Clear Audience. I've told you guys a lot of times I hear, I smell, but I don't hear. So am I reading it right? Yeah, Clear Audience. So I just wanted to try a different one. It's supposed to help raise your vibrations and things. Sorry, my glasses are like, I can't read. Then this one is Zoe's Secret. So Zoe is Athena's daughter, and she has started to dabble a little bit in her mother's footsteps, and she loves to do the perfumes. And so this is Zoe's Secret. I have Zoe's other 2 perfumes that she has done as well in the full size because that's how they came out. But I wanted this one as well for Zoe. And then this one is kind of a funny story. Juicy Mango. So in our class that I take with Athena and in our group, we have a lot of different names. We go by the Hive. the tribe, soul sisters, soul family. Anyhow, in one of the videos, because we watch live and we can talk back and forth and comment, and Athena reads the comments and comments back and things like that. So it's very interactive, is I guess what I'm trying to say. And anyway, something came up about feeling sexy, and somebody posted something about being a sexy mango and the juicy mango, and the conversation kind of went all from there. And so it kind of became a whole thing of feeling being your own juicy mango and things of like that sort. And so Athena actually came out with a perfume called Juicy Mango. So I wanted to have that one as well. And so, like I said, this is kind of, the best of options for me. Morning. Thanks for popping on. I'm actually just getting ready to finish up here, but I hope you get a chance to go back and watch. I guess it's the morning of Tara's. Tara Winters was just on too. So, but one of the things I was talking about doing is, because I do have to come so live so early in the morning, that I know it's really hard for a lot of people to get on and watch the videos at that time. I know the videos are there to watch later for people, but what I was wondering is if it would be helpful for people if we did what that feature on Facebook that's called Watch Party. So if we set a time, say like tonight at 7 or tonight at 8, and did a watch party, and I would go on with the watch party and be there for comments for people. If people had comments, I could answer right away. So I don't know, just an idea that I'm bouncing around and wondering if people have feedback on that. But I was just showing some of the perfumes that I just got. So again, these are on the website for $6, and they do come full. They're full right up to the top, and this way you get to try all the perfumes, or not all of them, because there's like more than I could. I've never counted them. I don't know how many there is. But you get to try a lot of them this way, and are not paying, for a full-size bottle. And this way too, if you get it and you don't like it, you didn't spend, $30 or $40 on a bottle of perfume that you don't like. You can get a bottle of these, and then if there's something that you really do love, then you might want to go back and order the full-size bottle. But I really love these little sample things, because I get them all the time. I have a little bowl in my bathroom that sits on the counter. I throw them all in the little bowl, and in the morning when I'm getting ready, I just pick out what I'm going to wear and use it. And like I said, I'm not paying a ton of money for getting a perfume that I might not like. I'm not paying a ton of money for getting all these full-size bottles that I'll never live long enough to wear, especially if I keep buying them. But yeah, they're just a really great little way. And so if there's perfumes that you like or want to try, this is a great way to do it. If you're not sure what to start with, because like I said, when you're going to go in and it's going to give you the 3 little drop downs, so you can pick option 1, option 2, and option 3. You're going to pick the perfumes you want. There are like a million of them in there. So if you don't really know where to start, again, just pop me a comment, and I'll try to kind of figure out if you like floral scents, or if you like earthy scents, or things like that. And I can kind of give you a little bit of an idea of what ones to maybe try. So that was those. So I can put those away now. Real quick, then I really do have to go. This was a free one with purchase. So I'm always telling you guys, pop on the website every day, if you can. And like in my wish list, my little heart that's up in the corner, I keep things in there that are like $3 or $4. Maybe some stickers, maybe some Palo Santos, things that I might, that you can stock up, smudge bundles, anything like that. And there's always the intuitive picked stones, which are $3 a piece. There's these little sample perfumes that are $6. You get 3 of those. But whenever there's a gift with purchase, I usually try to go in and order some little thing so that I can get the gift. And again, I've got a million things here that I've bought over the last couple of weeks because there's been some crazy sales and some stuff that I wanted to stock up on. So I don't remember what I bought with this. I mean, I have my order forms around here somewhere, but I don't remember what it was. But so this was free with purchase. And again, I don't remember what it was I purchased that day, but put some on. Takes a minute when you first use it. This is the first time I've used it, so I have to get it kind of going on the rollerball. There we go. So always keep an eye out for the free gift with purchase. So with that, I'm going to sign off. I have to get to work. Like I said, I will maybe post a comment in there or a poll about the watch party thing idea. See if that's anything that, sounds like a good idea for everybody. But other than that, I need to go to work and I can't find my pen. All right, that'll work. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Hopefully I will be better prepared and hopefully I will get here on the time that I want to get here for. Sounds like someone just stopped. And I hope everybody has a great day. And thanks for watching. Remember to be kind. Your kindness could change not just your day, but somebody else's day and maybe even their lives. And it's free. So spread kindness. Thanks.